what's happening, everybody? Suburban Hiker kicking rocks at St. Patrick's County Park in South Bend, Indiana. Today is Wednesday, November 15th, 2023, and it is an absolutely glorious day. It is currently 2 o'clock in the afternoon and 63 degrees. Did you hear what I just said? 63 degrees. It's November 15th. We're just a matter of weeks away from Christmas, New Year. What is that? What's that? 5-6 weeks? This is crazy, but I'll take it because, you know, it's a glorious day to go hiking. Ordinarily, I like to show on the map where I'm hiking and the expected mileage. Didn't bring a map, and I don't know what the expected mileage is because I've walked this route a bunch of times before. I know it's around 3 miles, but I'm not sure if I'll do those 3-mile loops or if I'll just do some crisscross applesauce. And I'm just out here getting my steps in. I'm going to be outside. I suggest you can Google St. Patrick's County Park. They have viewable maps online, downloadable maps, all that good stuff. Look at the east side and you can get an idea of where I'm hiking. This particular section is in a wooded area. There's a lot of blowdown. We had storms come through here about 15 to 20 years ago, tornadoes. And they came through and just wiped out this area. A lot of down trees. See here, let's look. There in the background, you can see, whoa, you know, all that stuff back over there. Just all over the place. What's crazy is when you look here, let me spin this around. With the leaf fall, you can barely see where the trail is. It's no wonder people get lost out in these places, especially in the larger parks. This is just a smaller county park. But even here, you'll notice on this trees, they have orange trailblazes. Largely, they would like for you to stay on the trail, you know. But it's no wonder people can get off trail and get lost. Some more of that blowdown I was talking about. In large part, we have El Nino to thank for this wonderful stroke of weather. I've done a little bit of research, and by research I mean I Googled it. Like anyone else who researches anything. Anyways, I Googled El Nino. I didn't even know what it was. I mean, I'm familiar with it. And El Nino is a warming of the surface waters in the eastern Pacific Ocean. And of course, the jet stream position brings that warmer temperature this time our way. Generally, we can look forward to above average temperatures and below average precipitation in the years that El Nino is prevalent. And apparently that happens anywhere from every 2 to 7 years. Again, I just Googled it and that's what I read. I am not an expert in the area of meteorology, global storms, any of that. I ain't no weatherologist. I'm just a fella who Googles stuff. And while warmer temperatures are nice to enjoy outdoor activities, we really rely on those cold winter months, especially the prolonged cold and the deep freezes, to help keep the bugs in check the following spring and summer. I ain't no bugologist, but I have Googled it in the past, or read it somewhere on the interwebs, and it made sense. The bugs burrow away in the winter to hide from the cold. When we have those deep freezes and the prolonged cold, a lot of the bugs don't overwinter well, and that helps keep the numbers down in the spring and summer months. We also rely on the slow evaporation of snow and ice in the winter months to help keep the moisture levels proper in the summer months, spring and summer. That slow evaporation helps maintain proper water levels and moisture. If you want to be able to enjoy your 4th of July weekend, you really don't want it to be a drought. Heavy snowfalls, heavy precipitation in the winter months help keep drought at bay considerably. I've Googled that before also. I like to read a lot, so I read the internet because there's a lot to read. Regardless of the future forecast of weather, it's a nice day. I'm gonna go hiking. It's the only reason I'm out here. Although you shouldn't wait for just nice days. Most of the time it's not a nice day, but it would be a nice hike. Here's a cool little animal trail. There's a lot of deer on this side of the park. You can see where the trail goes through and along. I've seen a lot of deer on this side. None today though. So that's the animal trail. It crosses this people trail. But here's the other side of the trail. And there's a continuation of that animal trail that goes through the thickets, brambles, and such. It's so cool. The west side of the park here is more heavily wooded. And that part has been around for quite some time. The east side of the park, I think, that was just acquired and developed maybe within the last 20-25 years. I'm not sure of that. I did Google it in the past, but now I just don't remember. However, this east side of the park has far more meadow and open grassland here. You can even see behind me a lot of it's like this. There's a couple wooded areas, but there's a lot of new growth stuff here on this side compared to the west side of the park. This is a lot of the new growth. Oh, just heard an animal scattering behind me. This is the new growth woods that's coming in this area. just several years ago, maybe even 5 or 10 years ago, these trees weren't here. This was an open field, so it's growing in fast. And then here on the other side of the trail, you can see we have fresh new pine trees, or whatever that is, some type of an evergreen. But we have also on the other side a lot of new growth trees. These are not massive trees. I am probably just 12 to 15 feet away from those trees there. They're probably 30 foot tall. Very thin. They're young trees. I want to remember on my way out of this hike, there is an eagle's nest. Whoa, off that way. This thing is massive. I want to get some video footage of that. Can't really see the eagle's nest in the summer months due to the growth on the trees and the leaves. But spring, winter, and of course this late in fall, you can really see it from a distance. They actually even have an eagle's nest viewing tower, and I believe on the website for St. Patrick's County Park they have an eagle cam. I know they used to. I'm not sure if it's still there or not. They had the eagle cam for the eaglets that were up there. There were 2 baby eagles, so you can Google that and check it. It's crazy how, talking about the bugs getting froze off over the winter months. They're already out. They're still out here in the middle of November. If I heard more activity in this woods behind me. But yeah, there are insects everywhere. They should be in hiding generally by now. It snowed on Halloween here in South Bend, Indiana. We probably got about an inch, maybe inch and a half. Melted off the next day, of course, but here we are 2 weeks later. It's 63 degrees. View eagle nest from Morrison Family Pavilion. There is your eagle's nest. Let me zoom out. I seem to recall through my internet research several years ago, the eagles did not build that nest. They stole it from I want to say a red-tailed hawk, if there even is such a thing. I ain't no birdologist, so I can't say with 100% certainty, but I think I'm right, that those eagles stole that nest, ran off the red-tailed hawk, and said, it's mine now. That hawk got debowed. That hawk got debowed. Anyhow, you can check that for yourself. Again, Google it. Google St. Patrick's Park. It's got a fantastic backstory, this park does. Well, alright, that is the end of my hike. Just under 3 miles, actually. My car is just up ahead. Once again, this was not a hike proper. This was just me out getting my steps in on a beautiful fall day. Thanks for hanging out with me. Leave me some comments. I'd love to interact with you. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff, but more than anything, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.